So you said you were watching some video and some hamburger guy. What?
Okay, there's some influencer. I was watching a YouTube video and this influencer, and I'm just kind of cruising through it. And you know, this guy said he had just ate the best hamburger of his life, the best hamburger in the world, best hamburger he's eaten in his whole life. And he's sitting there bragging and bragging and bragging about this great hamburger. And then he says, I can't tell you where it's from because they're not paying me. And I'm doing this for money, basically. And it's like, dude,
Did he say
the
that part, or
hamburger.
did he say that part,
Yes.
or he said
Yes, he did.
I can't tell you because
They're not
they're
paying
not
me
paying me.
to tell you. Yep. And it's like, dude, it's a hamburger. It's a hamburger, for crying out loud. Wouldn't you tell your friends if you just had the greatest hamburger that you've ever had? But you go on YouTube and then say, hey, I'm not going to tell you where this greatest hamburger on the planet is because they're not paying me. It's a hamburger. Are you
So
that petty?
are
Are
you
you
mad
that
that he
greedy?
well he but are you mad that he
No, I'm
can
not worried about the hamburger because there's a lot
you
of
don't
great
want to know where the
hamburgers.
greatest hamburger ever is?
Well, I would be curious, but not at the point of I'm all for him not getting paid now because he's a little greedmonger, a little
So
troll.
now if he tells you where the greatest hamburger is, you're not going to go there because you know that he's only saying it because he's got coin in his pocket.
No, no, I wouldn't say that. It's probably doesn't affect me anyway because it's probably a little burger place. Like you know what? You remember in Redondo Beach and Torrance? Remember Steve's Burgers? We went out to them a few
I
times.
don't remember going there myself. I
That
liked
is that was some of the best food I had ever eaten is at Steve's Burgers and their steak fries and everything. And that was in Redondo. He had a whole bunch of Redondo Beach and Torrance, California.
I
Steve's
remember seeing
Burgers.
Steve's like Steve's number one or Steve's whatever. Is that what they were? Steve's number two. Did
Yeah, uh-huh,
the
uh-huh.
signs had a number on them, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like it was good food. It was like El Burrito Jr. You remember those? El
I
Burrito
liked El
Jr.
Burrito Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but a greedy little troll will not tell you where the best burger is because he just wants some money. What, dude? You're not getting paid enough, you know, with the people that you're influencing on. It's almost like I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's the mentality. It's the human greed that goes on that kind of bothers me. I've got something to say here. I've got something to say. That's why I sit here and I say it. And I would encourage everybody if they've got something to say it. I mean, if you're going to subscribe or not to this channel, who cares? If you got something to say about something that I've got to
That's
say,
true.
go in the comments and say it. Whether it's good, bad, or ugly or indifferent, go put your head in the sand or jump off a cliff or do something. If you got something to say
Don't do
with my
that.
opinion,
Don't jump off a cliff.
say it. No, say it in the comments. List it in the comments. I'll
So where is the best hamburger?
you know what? There's a lot of good hamburgers out there. I really like Steve's Burgers breakfast, bacon, eggs, and hash browns.
Oh, but that's not a
I like
hamburger.
their
Where's
burgers
the
because
best hamburger?
they've shredded it. They've had their special sauce, which is probably Thousand Island, on it, and they shredded lettuce and I just like the hamburgers. I don't like the cheeseburgers. I mean, I'm not a cheese guy, so I like the hamburgers, and that, in my opinion, is the best. But there's only Steve's Burgers in California, in Southern California. I don't
So
know what's the
do
best
you
burger
eat
around here, but
well,
I'll
Burger Bar for me, Burger
oh,
Bar.
Burger Bar is really good around here. Yeah, Burger
Burger
Bar is
Burger
good.
Bar in Utah is my favorite burger from a place to go get a burger. In fact, their burger and their fries with their particular fry sauce, their pink sauce, which I make a
Yeah,
really good pink sauce too. But Burger Bar's as big, or it's actually bigger. They're Big Ben.
They're Big Bens, yeah.
It's bigger than a Whopper, but there's something about the bread that's better than everybody else's bun, and their burger
That's
is good. And all they kind of put on it is a pickle and pink sauce and lettuce, which works for me because I don't need my burger to be loaded up with lots of other crap. I just want a basic
yeah,
burger, but it's so big and it's so delicious. And then their fries are perfect. I
yeah.
mean,
It
yeah,
is good.
I like them a lot. I like Burger Bar.
I haven't been to Burger Bar for a while, so I guess I'm gonna probably have to
Plus,
drive
they
on
have the
over there.
best shakes, even though their shakes are not really meant to drink through a straw. You have to spoon them up. It's nice,
Yeah.
soft ice cream, and they still
Well,
serve it in a styrofoam cup so that the shake don't melt. And I
yeah,
like that too because I don't like runny shake. In fact, I don't even find shakes like the ones that you get at like McDonald's and stuff. Those are not really a shake to me
no, there.
because it's just sort of runny. I'm not even sure if it's ice cream, but it's too liquidy. So I don't really
It's,
care for them.
it's
I
melted
like an
down
ice cream.
plastic.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Arctic Circle has some great shakes too. They're
I
over the
think
rim
they
shakes.
I think they did. Yeah, I think they did. I like a good Dairy Queen Blizzard too for a upside down when you can turn their blizzards upside down and they don't
Yeah,
fall out of the cup.
yeah,
I
yeah.
still like Burger Bar. But yeah, so what about In-N-Out? Does In-N-Out as good as Burger Bar to you?
No, I don't like In-N-Outs
I like In-N-Out, but you
burgers.
got to eat In-N-Out fresh. Like you have to eat
Yeah,
it right
right
then.
now.
Because
Yeah.
if you don't, it doesn't really hold up. It's not, and I don't think it's meant to hold up. Like McDonald's, you can buy a Big Mac and you can eat that thing a half an hour later and it still tastes exactly the same. The In-N-Out burger sort of doesn't taste the same once
No.
you drive a mile or two down the road.
Yeah, you gotta eat
But
it
it's
in the
delicious
car.
fresh. It's delicious fresh.
Yeah, or
I
in
love
the
In-N-Out, but
well, I'm not a In-N-Out. I mean, my favorite like Mexican food was El Burrito Jr. Now, in Utah, they have what's called rancheritos, and that's really good food too. Rancheritos.
do
It's
they
kind
sell
of like,
burgers?
uh, you
No,
know
they're
what?
just
I only eat a couple of things there. I haven't looked over their whole menu. But the best burgers, I guess, would be for me Steve's Burgers and the Burger Bar.
But
You
I
know,
make a really good hamburger myself. I make it and I decorate it. Decorate it meaning I put the stuff that I like on it. So I might have one of those today.
well, see, that's the best. You know, and if you want the best burger on the planet, you make it yourself the exact way that you want to make it. That's the best burger on the planet, in my opinion.
But
You know, but
if I'm a social media influencer, I can't tell you that the burger that I make is the best because I'm not paying myself.
well, you can, but you might have a bunch of people banging on your door if they can find where you live, saying, "Hey, you got the best burger. I want to taste it."
It's delicious.
So,
All right,
but anyway, that's
let's see what anybody else says is the best burger because apparently we ain't getting it from the social media influencers unless they're paid.
yeah. Make a comment. You've got something to say. Say it.